daughter, Sheila. I can't remember exactly when I first thought of you, but I'm pretty sure it was sometime while I was alone in the hospital with my new little baby boy. He was sound asleep in my arms and his life flashed before my eyes. And I thought of all the possibilities that awaited my sleeping baby. And I prayed for you. And I prayed that you were being taught by God by a family who loved you deeply. I prayed God was molding you into a wonderful young lady that would love my son unconditionally.
My dear Kentlyn, can you believe it? We've been waiting for months and months, and finally, it's happening. I get to marry the man of my dreams. It really is amazing how God worked everything out. When I was in Ireland, I sometimes wondered if our relationship would actually work. But despite the long-distance phone calls and oceans between us, we made it. I love you so much, Kent. You are patient and kind, loving and gentle, thoughtful and so encouraging. You're quick to forgive and the first one to apologize.
I remember when I was asking your dad if I could date you, and then our first coffee date. Since then, we have spent many evenings and days together, and they have all been wonderful. And now we get to be together for the rest of our lives. I love you, Sheila, and I feel loved by you. There's nothing you could do to make me stop loving you, and when I realize the same is true for you, I'm overwhelmed. You make me feel like I'm the luckiest guy alive.
I'll forever and only be yours, Kent. When I say those words today, I'm not just saying them. I mean them with all my heart.
Kent, take you, Sheila, to be my lawfully wedded wife, and I promise to love and respect you, to be patient and kind, to not be arrogant or rude, or irritable or resentful, and I will not insist on my own way, or envy or boast.
With you, I will bear all things, hope all things, endure all things, and believe all things. I will do all this
through adversity,
and even when I am unwilling.
I will forsake all others
and only be yours.
And only be yours, Sheila.
As long as we both live.
Kent and Sheila, your big day is finally here, and I realize that it's time to say goodbye to my many third-wheeling experiences, which I'm actually not that sad about. So there were times throughout your relationship that I sometimes questioned my role and purpose in your relationship. But then I remember a quote that I read once, and it said, "Some moments are too special not to share." So thank you for sharing them with me.
I've known Kent ever since we were way little, as long as I know. I never knew a time when I didn't know Kent. Yeah, and we've been pretty much best friends the whole time. Way when we were young, we did all sorts of crazy stuff that little boys with no fear of hurting themselves do, I guess. Kent, you've made a huge impact on my life, and I consider myself privileged to call you my friend, and you have made me a better person, and you don't know how much it means to me. And I just want you to know that, even though you have a new best friend now, that I'll always be your best friend too.
Oh, I know I'll always be his mom, but in many ways, you'll take my place. It'll be you that he hugs and kisses goodnight, and it'll be you he comes home to after work and shares about his day. I held his hands and taught him how to walk. Now it's you who will hold his hand, and together you'll learn how to navigate marriage. It ebbs and flows like the tide, and the committed marriage is as deep as the ocean. So the ebb and flows will happen, but the depth keeps getting deeper.
I love you, Sheila. The last year and a half have been wonderful and amazing. But the best is yet to come.